me a little bit maybe, where were you looking? Right now on the board we see girls under 16, first board.
We were looking on the... Actually, requests were only for the boys' games, and we were checking only requests, and we managed only like 3 games. So, not that much, and I guess it was under 10, 12, and 14.
Okay.
So, one by one.
So girls under 16 is...
Something new.
Something new. So we have...
And something crazy.
crazy position in the game between Antova, Gabriela, and Beydullayeva and Govhar.
So, Bulgarian player with white representing Eku here against most likely Azerbaijan, and position is totally insanely crazy. Nobody castled, more than 20 moves, 22 moves played, but it's...
Yeah.
What is it?
This is the best question to summarize this position. What it is? I mean, white has 2 bishops against a rook and a pawn, so theoretically you would assume that 2 bishops will be stronger, but both kings are in the center, and those bishops, they're kind of hanging in the air all the time, being under some attacks, like in case we cannot castle right now with white because of queen g3 check and losing bishop on e3.
Yeah. So what to do? Maybe king f2.
Maybe king f2 is a move.
But then queen f6, and that's another blunder. Queen f6, king has to go summon rook b2, attacking queen and the bishop, and...
With that open kings, to make some assessment of position is just almost
scary.
impossible. Okay, also we can go totally crazy here and just play bishop c5 with white.
Yes, I was thinking about this because also...
King is being cut off from the castling, so...
Yet again, queen e5 is possible, but then maybe just simple move... No. I wanted to say king d1, but then I guess rook a1 will be unpleasant, although I'm not certain, because put it on the board maybe. Queen e5, king d1, because if we go... Maybe we should just go king f1.
King f1, that looks like a good move, as there are no dangerous checks, at least at the moment. And what do you do after?
Rook b2. King d1 was to meet rook b2 with rook e1, but now queen a4 is here. And here we see why bishop on c5 is really dangerous for black, because black king would want to go to f8 and g7, where it's really safe, but after...
But it's not certain if it's that bad on d8 as well, as white king is also almost in the mate.
Yes, so for example, queen a8, and simply king c7, and we can't take the rook.
And probably black is winning.
We see on the screen very well known Polish arbiter who prepared a special note. I didn't manage to read what was it.
Did I.
Definitely there was something with greetings. It was in Polish. It's Maciej Cybulski from Poland, and I guess it was greetings for all the chess fans.
Yeah, I would like to know what's there, but you, the other viewers, you can just probably pause for a second, read it carefully, and then just return back to watching.
I guess that only works if you're from Poland. So it was a special greeting for Polish fans. As we mentioned, it's a 3rd biggest delegation here, more than 150 people all in all, and around 100 players from Poland. So I am really happy. I think everyone is happy because it's just a joy to have that many players always. And back to the game. It's...
I think this is one of the most exciting positions I have seen in this tournament so far. I mean, before there were crazy positions, but at least we could understand it a little bit. We could evaluate it by the feeling who is better, but in this position here, I have no idea who is better, who is playing for a win, and who should be more careful.
Actually, the decisive factor in this position could be time. I haven't noticed before, but there is 32 minutes against 4 minutes. It's not necessarily will decide the game, but it could, because as we see, I mean, the position is really... I don't know what, but it's just difficult to play on such short time as black has. 4 minutes might be just...
Well, might be not enough, but it also easily could happen that white player now would spend some at least 20 minutes on those next moves.
on one move, that's true. That's definitely could happen.
Yeah, so we will return to this one later, as we just mentioned that it's possible that white will now just try to count it and understand it all.
Yeah, but we have to remember about this game and come back to it. Girls under 16, board number 1. And let's go to board number 2.
Where we have Goltseva Ekaterina against Bulatova Kamalia. This position is not simple, but if you compare it to the previous one, it feels like it's such an easy game already. Structure is about equal, material is equal, so kings are both castled in the side, there is just no mate. Just a normal chess. Okay, but if looking at it more deeply now, white was threatening mate, so black played knight f6, protecting from h7, and with the point being that if white takes on f6, now after gf, h7 pawn is very well protected by the queen and the rook.
And knight has to go away, so basically attack is finished.
Yeah, so I guess we can expect queen h4 to be played by white here, keeping still some pressure alive. And white would want to somehow to untangle all the pieces to play rook d7 and just to finish, okay, I wouldn't say development, but just to, yeah, get all the pieces organized. The moment rook d7 is not possible because e6 pawn is hanging, I think. Of course, we cannot take knight e6 now due to rook hanging on d1, but
rook a1.
But rook
probably,
a1
right?
could be a move that is quite annoying for black.
And e6 is hanging now.
Yeah, someday queen b6 should be played to protect both of the attack pieces, but
Looks a bit shaky now.
yeah, white could try to make something already work. Even such a strange move like e4 could be interesting, using the fact that
Knight can't take on e4, so fe bishop e4 is possible. And
also we're threatening simply e5.